How you doing, folks? This is Rex from the Buckeyenest, and this is another edition of From a Veteran's Point of View. In this particular instance, it's my point of view. First, I have to give you a little background about myself. I enlisted in the United States Army, if you can't tell by the hat and the patriotic shirt I'm wearing here, way back in 1972. 2 days after my 17th birthday, which was May 15th, 1972, I was in boot camp at Fort Knox, Kentucky. I took an oath way back then, and I've lived by that oath, I hope, all my life. That oath has been to protect God and country. I am a Christian. And my topic I want to talk about is this recent shooting in Dallas, where the 5 police officers were killed and 8 other people wounded. The shooter in that incident, his name was Michael Javier Johnson. He was a former Army, and he was a veteran at the time of the shooting. And I want you folks all out there to know something. We were not taught back in the day, and I know that they don't teach our soldiers and Marines and sailors and Air Force people today to kill American citizens. To outright walk up, climb up on the top of a building with a sniper rifle and start shooting American citizens. Now you'll notice I didn't use any racial slurs or terms in that, because those soldiers, or those police officers that were killed, along with the 8 wounded, of which I don't know if they were all white, if they were black, if there was Asians in there, if there was brown Mexicans in there. I don't know at this moment if there was any other races of people other than white. But back in my day, we were all trained that we were all brothers and sisters. That if you took a knife and you cut me, I bleed red, just like some of my colleagues today. That there is no difference between skin color. That there is no difference between soldiers or Marines or Air Force or Navy. That even though we were all in a different form of our military, we all had one goal, and that was to make sure that you can enjoy the freedoms that you enjoy today. That you don't have to worry about walking around on the streets in our country and being shot. And you especially don't have to worry about one of the people that you're basically paying to protect you is going to do that to you. It saddens me deeply. It saddens me beyond no end. And a friend of mine, I don't think he'll mind if I mention his name. His name is John Cobb. He's a retired Sergeant First Class out of the United States Army. He did 5 tours in Iraq, by the way. He came home and didn't start shooting people. This Micah Javier Johnson was in Afghanistan. He came home and just started shooting white people. He actually made that statement that he was going to kill white people, and he was hoping to kill more, especially white cops. But once again, that statement does not mean anything to me personally, because as I've already said, you can take a knife and cut me. You can cut a black man. You can cut a brown man. You can count a red skin. You can cut a yellow skin. You can cut any culture, any nationality. And we all bleed red. Same color. And until you show me something different as an individual, I'll treat you just as equal as I treat everybody else. So, given that statement again, it saddens me deeply, saddens me to no end. But one of the purposes that prompted me to do this episode of From a Veteran's Point of View was to denounce Micah Javier Johnson as a colleague of mine. After this video, I will no longer refer to that man. He is low life. I don't care what he was standing up for. You don't fix problems by killing people, especially our own people in this country, and especially using your military training to do that. Therefore, from this day forward, Michael Javier Johnson can rot in his grave. I hope the good Lord does not accept him up at the pearly gates. So, that was my topic. That's my point of view. I should mention one other thing. I do not condone the shootings of police officers of any race of individuals. Blacks, whites, browns, reds, yellows. I don't condone it. And that's coming from an individual, and that's me I'm talking about here, that worked South Central Los Angeles for 20 plus years, carried a firearm, worked private security down there, and I was in the middle of all the Rodney King stuff, all the Reginald Denny stuff. I even worked with a K9. I was in the middle of all the rioting, all the looting, and I did the best I could to protect everybody who lived in those neighborhoods down there from lame brains and idiots. Because when I look down on the street of this great nation, and I see blood on the street, it doesn't matter to me whose blood it is. It's somebody who lives in this great country, who expected to live until they died naturally in this great country. And in most cases, when you see pools of blood laying on the street, it's not a natural cause. It's not a natural death. It means that somebody walked up to somebody, beat them to death with their bare hands, beat them to death with a club, some kind of implement, or even shot them with a firearm. So, Micah Javier Johnson, I believe someplace in the afterworld you're looking down at me right now, or maybe somebody else, because I know that there's a lot of veterans out there that feel the same way I do about what you did in Dallas, Texas on July 7th, 2016. That's my point of view, folks. I'll welcome comments. likes, dislikes to this video. You'll eventually find it up on my website someplace, which is www.buckeyenest.com. My email address is webmaster@buckeyenest.com. You can email me if you like. And all I got to say for final closing is may God bless America. May He pull us out of the hell that we're getting ourselves into deeper and deeper and deeper every day. Until next time, have a good day.